We are here in our Shopify app at the Routings. They look boring at first glance, but there is a lot of exciting functionality behind them. I would like to show how it all works and what it has to do with a cherry in this video. For that, we will jump to our demo store and open a new chat down here. And as you know, all the AI's responses are based on your current shop data, meaning all current pages, articles, products, and so on. The AI knows everything. That means if I enter a question here and say, I am interested in a specific product, can I arrange a test ride before purchasing? Then the AI naturally knows the page with the test ride and suggests it accordingly. That means we can now simply switch to it, and we see there is a page in the store where I can book test rides. This is very practical because we know, hey, if customers are interested in snowboards and book a test ride, there's a high probability that the customer will also make a purchase. But if I switch back to the chat and just say, I'm kind of a beginner, is this product right for me? Then, of course, in this case, a test ride is not suggested. That's very unfortunate. And that's exactly why we want to create a custom routing in the app. For this, I click Add Route and say, okay, if questions about snowboards are asked or a recommendation should be given, then I always want to suggest a test ride at the end. That means I now enter here in the custom instruction, always at the end. Suggest the test ride accordingly here. It would already work like this, but it would make sense to specify the page with the test rides as the target URL. There are different targets I can specify. Here for us, it's of course a URL where I say, hey, I want to link directly to this page where you can book the test ride. Then we save the whole thing and go back. I copy the message here and we test the same question to the AI again. And now we have exactly the case where at the end of the message, a test ride is suggested to the customer, which is great for us and our conversions. I can now switch to this test ride page, and we see that it links precisely to the page we specified as the target URL. We can summarize these custom routings are basically the cherry on top. All the shop data form the foundation, and the routings serve to refine the whole result again. This also means, conversely, that they should be used very selectively. I can now, of course, create any routings to say, for example, hey, I want to slightly rephrase the AI's response here, or I want to add data here. With that, one should be careful, because if you create too many of these routings, the result will simply become worse, as the routings have a higher priority than the shop content. It would be better to consider, for example, expanding the FAQs or enhancing the product page to provide the correct answer, instead of creating a separate routing for every scenario. Then you might have seen there is also the option to click Collect Lead. This means that the AI actively requests the customer's contact information and forwards it to you. And how that works, we'll show in the second part.